I was actually thinking let's just continue on playing some Minecraft, just finish off that all item series, or try to finish it off, but Physicist just wanted me to play some more DDLC if you can maybe see it earlier in the chat history. Because there are quite a few things I actually missed. Of course my name isn't... Yeah. If it wasn't for you, I probably would have never even picked this up in the first place. So I'm willing to bet that some of the few things I missed were just by picking different keywords and poems, right? Yeah, just in case you didn't see it before, the content warning, before I actually go on with this, because... I mean, I know I know, like, what some of the most disturbing things in this game are now, but... This might be your first time on the stream, so... Just take a look at the warnings and decide if this is what you want to watch. Or if you just want to watch something more pleasant. Yeah, one of the guys in my stream that was watching this was 12, so I really felt bad when he saw the hanging body. Right, that's in the second new game. Yeah, should I put in level engine or just come up with something else on the fly? How long can your name be? Okay, not that long. I can't put in something like the Bestial Menace who just overlooks the lighthouse from the highest mountain peak or something like that. That would not fit. Fine. Just to get this over with, because this is Doki Doki Literature Club. It's a horror game that looks like a dating sim at first glance, so... Yeah, just a content warning before it actually gets messed up. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance. Should I just skip past most of this or just read some of it anyway? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air. Yeah, this is Sayori. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. And that's where I got the chat background from. One of the CGs of her, it's skip. I think I'll just briefly summarize what happens in each of these scenes. I meet Sayori and we're talking about walking to school and even discussing about joining a club. My guy doesn't want to join a club, but Sayori convinces my guy to do so. It makes her happy, so I go to school, ordinary school day, because it's, well, it's a school. What else is there to say about that? Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. She meets up with me in the classroom. I spent a lot more time reading all the text in my first playthrough of this, because I kind of just want to see what I missed. Or elaborate on some of the things I kind of just glanced over, because I was, like, just in shock from, like, what I saw on screen, like, immediately. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities, so on and so forth. There's Yuri and Natsuki again, and, of course, Monika. Of course I know all their names because I played through the game already. I didn't want to go through with this because I was just going to be sitting through a bunch of text I've already seen before. Cupcakes. This doesn't look like a horror game at first glance, but Lucas, Physicist, as also me, you would know. I'm pretty sure speedrunners click even faster than this, somehow. So yeah, that's Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? I already know the answer, but in case you're new to this stream, I don't want to spoil the surprise for you. So I appealed to Yuri, so I'm probably going to want to pick words that appeal to the other characters. So I'm probably going to try and stay away from the deep, long, complex words this time around. Just so I go a different route, because that's kind of the point why I just started playing this again anyway. So Yori's somewhere in the middle, Yuri's more emotional complex, Natsuki's more simplistic. Sorry, Yuri, but I gotta talk to someone else. You've already had your day in the sun. Okay, yeah. No need to tell me the Google Translate sucks. I've pretty much known that for years now. Imagine if jump would have been one of Sayori's keywords. That would have been really messed up. I'll definitely go into more detail on that when we actually get to that part of the game. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Hahaha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. So I'm probably not going to talk to Yuri at this point. So Yuri, it's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? My favorite part of the game is when Wart gets the shit beat out of him. Oh wait, wrong Doki Doki game. Good one, Lucas. Wart doesn't even appear in this game. Just trying to see if I saw this already. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want to be. Alright. Well, here. I think I remember talking to her about the book in the first playthrough. But I'm probably not gonna have that long cutscene with Yuri at this point, I mean. Listening to Saria's conversation with Monica, we're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. We can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Yeah. This was where they were discussing the festival. It looks like some sort of weird mix between pink and brown. Oh right, also cupcakes. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help what it be. Oh! We get to talk to Sayori one-on-one. Ooh, ah! I nearly fall out of my chair. I'd fall out of my chair in real life if Sayori ever came to greet me. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. It's not that I need time for anime, I need time for gaming. For me, it's about the gaming, really. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Okay. That's not very convincing. RIP. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, sorry, it's written all over you. And nothing of value was lost that day. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I've run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. You really need a brush for this. It shouldn't be that hard to get the hair right, it's really short. And there's a toothpaste stand on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? It's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button their blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Apparently, yeah, I know it's possible to mod this game to make it less depressing than it actually is. I'm gonna die of cuteness here. We get to see the main character's hands. Yeah, it's supposedly about the main character, but no, not really. With how little you see of the main character. I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... It's hard for her to even look bad in the first place. Why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. So if I kept it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you'd take care of me better than anyone else would anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. So you're already starting to really grow on me. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. And Monika's back. So yeah, I gotta read the poem again. Or show everyone the poems, then read theirs. I can't wait for a mod that replaces the dialogue of this game with the script for The Room. Or perhaps a transcript of Granddad. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Level Engine. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Or the dialogue of Hotel Mario. I could probably figure it out if I actually put a bit of research into it. Replace one of the poems with the transcript of Hotel Mario. Nice of the princess to invite us home for a picnic, eh, Luigi? I hope she did lots of spaghetti. Luigi, look! It's from Bowser! It's a Level Engine poem. That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy they just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I think we've already seen this poem before. Because you're probably gonna see it no matter what you do in the first playthrough. Your Hotel Mario and Hotel Luigi impressions aren't very good. Still probably better voice acting than what the voice actors did in the beta version. Did you ever hear the voice acting in the beta version of Hotel Mario? Holy shit, it doesn't even sound like Mario. At all. So Yori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Just a little bit? Yes, she did. So what, Natsuki doesn't even like the poem? I missed all that. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go. Ha. Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. The birds from Castlevania 3 can fly even faster. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Pretty pessimistic from the people's point of view. We can try, but we really can't do anything else. We're just gonna fail. Hello there, Maria Norma. Okay, that's not one of those joke names. It's not like Nick G or something like that. Yeah, feel free to take a look at the content warning because... Welcome, fellow human being. Blackout's Mega Man ports are better than most pop music. Welcome to hell? Well, this game's gonna certainly feel like that in the few in-game days, so... Just to let you know, it does get pretty disturbing. Even though it does not look like it at all. It just looks like a normal dating sim where you just talk to girls and share poems, but... It goes downhill in a few days. I'm kind of just skipping past the stuff I've already seen. You can watch my first live stream of this if you want to see it in more detail. Yeah, I'm sorry, I want to see some of the new stuff. Or some of the stuff I just glazed over. Yeah, feel free to take a look at my first live stream. I'm just skipping over pretty much everything right now. The one titled Speedrunner plays Doki Doki Literature Club Blind Pray for a Soul. Because now I'm not playing a blind. I just want to see if I can find some of the new stuff that I missed over in the first playthrough. Okay, this was the scene where they get into an argument over what kind of style of language you should use in poetry. Natsuki prefers simple vocabulary to Yuri with more complex vocabulary. And then Sayuri comes in to try to break up the fight. I'm gonna try and go with Natsuki this time. I said Yuri's real. Yuri? I said Natsuki. You're really talented, but Natsuki has a point. Oh, okay. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well, if you know how to do what that is. It's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. It doesn't compare to what happens in the second game, in the new game plus. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. They are foreshadowing the inevitable. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. Indeed. The thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, sorry. Does that happen often? No, it doesn't. They're good people. Every day is gonna be good. Yeah, I'm just skipping past most of this because... Can I try and get Natsuki now? I'll let you know when it comes up again. I want to try and get Natsuki because we talked to Sayori already. And I pretty much talked with Yuri for like pretty much every like long conversation in the game in my first playthrough. Okay, we're gonna get Natsuki at the rate we're going. I always get one word in for Yuri at the end, cause she still has a place in my heart. Wait, did I just say that? Yo, Sayori, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Is it time to summon the Ender one yet? This is for bait. This is for base. Oh, this is the one where we look at her purse and then just tell her that she knows that she... Oh, I forgot. You're always hungry. That leaves one option. I get it, don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. When we're poking fun at how she's always hungry. Except it's not so funny, like, once you realize, like, what it could be a symptom of in, like, a few days. Or, like, what it could show signs of, like, a few days from now. It's not so funny. Oh, I just ruined the surprise. I already knew that, but I didn't want someone to just throw away the surprise like that. Not on my Christian Minecraft server. Oh, hey, let's talk to Natsuki. Joke's on you, this is Terraria. I might just minimize the chat in case the guy spoils something that I don't know. Might do so. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Because it's kinda written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. I got a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice, but I'll tell you one thing, Level Engine. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. Kinda looks like the title screen of this game. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. Dude, Lucas, what the fuck was that? How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I don't know if it's gonna work. Why do I feel like you're gonna be the one who gets angry and it's just gonna backfire completely? You don't just tell them your plan right in front of their face. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. Ugh. Well, maybe. Like, are you trying to kill me, game? Are you trying to kill me with cuteness? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. I probably had even less subs when I had 15 videos. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know, it's bad when someone makes videos about shipping. You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Mama was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it worked out. I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Oh, he mad. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Okay. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Yeah, there's that cute little thing. The closest we're gonna get to Dracula in this game. This is for you, Baze. This is for you. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. Okay, everyone. Ah, the poems again. I'll just blaze through this because this I've already seen. Oh, taking the manga home, and if it gets bent, she'll kill me. Which picture? The CG with Natsuki? Sorry. I'm just gonna skip past the poems. I wonder if I get a new poem because I appeal to Natsuki with my other poems. Yeah, if I get a new poem, I'm definitely gonna read it. I already saw Amy likes spiders. I actually read it in my first playthrough, in full. Soria talks about how she likes things that are both happy and sad. That actually foreshadows some of the later events in the game. It starts off optimistic, talking about little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens in bottles all across the shelves, and then ends with happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They're all for my friends who aren't smiling. Hey there, Sayori. I didn't think you were gonna pop up in the chat, too. Is the chat always like this when I'm playing Doki Doki? He's right, you know. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. Okay, everyone. Is that something extra planned today? Monka's just going about how we're gonna perform poems at the festival, but like we do it in the club room amongst each other first. Monica just does a great job. Yuri's anxious at first, but then she just starts doing great as well. Sayori's just all nervous and klutzy like she usually is, and I perform, I do alright apparently. Natsuki's like... Okay, Natsuki's looking at everyone like, why are you staring at me? Because you're presenting? Everyone's gonna be looking at you when it actually comes time to recite the poem at the festival. So we're talking about the festival. I'll still walk home with Sayori. Make her happy. You really think I would ditch you for Natsuki? I mean, I can't walk home with both of them? I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I just wouldn't ruin that for you. You're so silly, Level Engine. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it, so I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for a Sayori to care so much about. And then I write another poem. Soon enough, I can imagine. Did I get Sayori or Natsuki for this one? Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Monica also plays piano. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Okay, I probably skipped over some... Wait. I think I'll just save a file here in history. Oh! This is useful in case I just blaze through something that looks like it might have been important, or something I might have missed. Okay, so this was the conversation between Natsuki. Hey you, eh? Love to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at the thing? There isn't that much time, so... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried, I was just... Natsuki glances down her side, holding a volume of manga in her head. That's right, something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori. She seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. You really should work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Yeah, that's true. Some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Sharing poems. Might get a new one from Natsuki because... I picked quite a few keywords that appealed to her compared to the first playthrough where most of them seemed to just gravitate me towards Yuri. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I missed with Natsuki, because I spent most of the first playthrough just talking with Yuri, the one with the purple hair. Hey Natsuki, if you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem in my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poem, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. I like your poems, I really do. How would I judge you for your style? Oh, I've already seen this one. With the disturbing stuff happening at the start and the rest of the game being completely normal. That really wouldn't make any sense compared to the way it actually is. And then I read that one the first playthrough, but so I'm gonna skip over it here. Besides, the beach is awesome. Hard to write anything negative about it. We'll just fast forward to Yuri's poem because hers was actually really interesting. Oh, she doesn't even like me, so she just doesn't even show me the poem? Okay, so, like, you might not get enough popularity with some of the characters, so they just might not even bother showing you poems. I remembered on this day, Sayori doesn't even show you a poem, she just leaves early. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Same here, Sayori. I want what's best for you. Sometimes I have to sometimes put up with you. Yeah, I didn't know either. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life, so sometimes it's easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Level-Engine, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. It's nothing. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. And she just leaves early and tells me to have fun with, like, just hang around with everyone else. One of the first few signs that she's not as happy as she looks. Which is just really depressing in general. I already read Monika's other poem, so I'm just skipping past it. I didn't even look at the text. Okay, maybe I can look through the history, though. Yeah, this is a thing. This helps a lot. Never mind. It doesn't go far back enough. You could probably just rewatch the stream if... And then again, like... Then again, I blazed through it so fast that it's gonna be hard to figure out what it was. I'm sorry. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. Natsuki making cupcakes, Yuri making decorations. And Level-Engine, that would be me. I have to decide who to help out. Let's slow down for a moment. It's up to Level-Engine to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... He literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Yeah, just getting something else open. What if I pick Sayori here? What happens? I mean, if it's going to be anyone, I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors but Monika said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much, so they won't want me to help out Sayori either? Monika. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Yeah? Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. They don't really give you a choice between 4 people, it's more like a choice between 2. Fine. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it probably could use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's still a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? I want to see what this one looks like. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You'd better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is at home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. I rewinded and looked back to see the dialogue, but he clicked so fast the text only popped up for like a nanosecond, lol. Yeah. That's me playing a visual novel in a nutshell. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. Why do I feel so nervous for what Sayori... Yeah, cause... It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Wonder if she'll ask me be different if it's just the 2 of us. I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Not much has changed, the room is still messy. If you came over more often it wouldn't be such a mess. Ended up cleaning it for you. I was supposed to see Natsuki today. How do you know that? I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's no more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Levelinchen. Can't just be like it's always been. This is where she admits to having bad depression. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? And why else do you think she oversleeps or even overeats sometimes? What reason does it do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sarah kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? I don't care if you feel selfish. If I make friends with everyone else, it's just a bonus, but please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. I definitely went through this, like, much slower in my first playthrough, so you can watch that. Because no matter what route you take in the game, you're going to talk to Sayori and you're going to learn about her depression. Poor girl just needs some hugs. Just needs for everyone to let her know that we do care about her. Oh, there's Natsuki. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Hello from Canada, but I can't read Cyrillic. Sorry. Can't read the Cyrillic alphabet. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is so kawaii. Yeah, I know. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Natsuki is a kiwi? Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Good, I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even gonna take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality level, Engine? Come on. When did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people, but... Geez, nah, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. That was during a Minecraft live stream, like the second Extreme Wild Preset stream. I didn't even come close to doing it a second time. What are you saying, Lucas? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know there are tons of guys who aren't the body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Almost an hour, surprisingly. Let's just get started already. You get all sour and a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness level, Engine. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Finally, we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Very true. But I don't know where to learn Russian from, so I can't even read that name. Where'd you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven, so I need to fill the trays. What do we need the food coloring for, anyway? To color the batter, of course, and making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. We all serve the same thing, but it just comes in different colors. I'm not even sure where Russia is in the language family tree. It doesn't use the same alphabet as we do. Yeah, I'm trying. Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I regularly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabbed my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. It's a real toss-up between the four. I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some of my finger just as Natsuki tugs with her all might. The force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but she's still standing up. Ah, stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. I think that's the floor, not the wall. You do that to me all the time. Either way, still. How was weather in Canada? It's cold. What else can I say? You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Ah! Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Level engine. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? But I do really like... What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How'd the mood turn into this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarms start going off. Fire alarms? Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Okay. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. I kind of wish we could actually see what the cupcakes and everything looks like, not just the room and Natsuki herself. Probably would have taken much longer to actually put all that together and just say this. Well, maybe just leave it up to your imagination. You can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I want DDLC 2. I love this game. There are actually several game mods of DDLC that I don't think I'll spoil the surprise for all of them. I'll let you just research DDLC mods on your free time and I'll let you just react to them, and I'm not gonna spoil anything. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it from you. Well, there's Dracula for Baze. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. I'll show you how to do it. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway. I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Hello, Peep? Peep, okay. Nothing too unusual. Strap in. That music is starting to get repetitive. Yeah, I've already done a playthrough of this earlier, Saltev, but I picked a different route, so I came back and tried to just talk to different characters. Wait, what? I already have beaten the game before. I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Then we talked to Sayori again, so... Broke back Mario! Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill in my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breasts against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Oh, Sayori, hi. Hi, Level Engine. Sayori, just now we weren't... It's okay, Level Engine. I just stopped by to say hi. Well... You should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sario waves goodbye. And then Sario just drops by, wants to talk to me again. How happy she is that I got real close to Natsuki. Poor Sayori. Don't worry, you'll get better English. Yeah. I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Level Engine. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. And yeah, you have a choice here. Sort of. I friend-zoned her in the first playthrough, so I'm not doing that again. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Level Engine. This is like the closest to the main character we're ever gonna get to see. The back of his hair and his black shirt. It's more about Sayori than it is the main character of this CG. Suddenly Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Level Engine, is this really okay? Yeah. I held Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? We all know what he looks like. They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. I trust you. I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it has always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. Understand? We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. He has a green screen face with an orange question mark along with the phrase 404 not found plastered over his face. What are you talking about? Day of the festival. Sayori's not answering her phone. I just go straight to school and just talk to Monica. You're the first one here. Thanks for being so early. Just find a random poem online, submit it, because I'm lazy as shit apparently in this game. You didn't bring Sayori with you. I'm surprised she overslept again. That dummy. You think on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Have you ever watched To Catch a Pedophile? No, but I might. You mean To Catch a Predator? Right. With Chris Hansen, I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Yeah, Dan Salvato confirmed that Natsuki is of legal age. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kinda left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but... Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the one they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I even read before. It's the same poem again. Get out of my head, repeated all over again, down like half the page practically. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Level engine? What's wrong? Nothing. Everything is wrong, actually. I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... Alright. Yeah, I know what happens, so, like, guys, you might want to duck out if you don't want to see something highly disturbing, just saying. Get ready for the swoop. And the it still got me. I told her that I loved her and she still hung herself. Except there's something I actually missed the first time around. An exception has occurred. File game/script ch5rpy line 307. See traceback.txt for details. Game. Okay, what was this file that I didn't look at? Okay, where is it? It was a text file, wasn't it? Okay, it might actually show up after I get through the rest of this cutscene. I suppressed the urge to vomit just yesterday. I told Sayori that I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? And if you don't confess to her, she still hangs herself. So you really don't have a choice. It looks like you have a choice, but they're both going to lead to the same outcome. I can't find the file though, like something.txt line 307. Yeah, it's almost 11 a.m. right now. I'm gonna try and find it anyway, that file. There's a Python file in here, I don't think that's it. That's not it. Looks like she needs a doc. Yeah, not even the doc could help her out now. No, really, I can't even find what that file is. Wait, what's this? An image called Happy Thoughts, except the vowels are replaced by X's. Well, two of them are. Log and... Okay, I found Traceback. Happy Thoughts and Traceback. I want to look at both of these. And actually put them up on the screen, too, so give me some time to set this up. I'm going to make a new window capture. Holy shit. This just appears in your files once Sayori hangs herself, or like maybe like a bit before that. This appears. Yeah, the red bow in her hair, just so you know, it is Sayori, and there's the rope, and... What was the traceback file? I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred while running game code. Jump exception. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Full traceback. File, game/script.rpy. Line 67 in script call. Another script. Chapter 5. Line 289 in script. Steam apps common. Looks like an exception was thrown when one of the characters got deleted. And if you look in the characters folder, you'll notice that Sayori's no longer there. She got deleted off my hard drive. Yeah, as soon as you see that she's hung herself, she gets deleted off your hard drive. And she essentially becomes an unperson, in a sense. That for like pretty much almost all the second act, any sort of mention of her is just removed. Why do I use the classic theme? It puts less strain on the computer than using Windows Arrow. And I'm probably gonna hide this so you don't see, like, yeah, that's gonna look better. That girl is Kisautogenous. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. It was a lot easier to say Sayori. What felt that much scarier is that not only the fact that she hung herself, that was like... That already really shocked me, like, to begin with, but also the fact that she became an unperson in the sense that, like, not only is she dead, any sort of mention of her existence is just completely and utterly wiped out. It's as if she never even existed at all. The game just carries on as normal, as if she was never even a thing. Yeah, hey there, Monica. I'm probably gonna try and go the Natsuki route in Act 2 as well. I'm back. Oh, wait. Yeah, guys, look in the background if you don't mind being easily disturbed. And I brought a guest with me. I never even noticed this in my first playthrough. Like, if you look at in the background of one of the posters. Yeah, once you get to the New Game Plus after Sayori commits suicide and things start glitching out, every time that this background is loaded into the game, there's a 1 in 7 chance that one of the posters on the wall will be replaced with the CG where Sayori hung herself. I think it's 1 in 7. Not 100% sure, but I'm gonna go with that and hope I'm right. I already did that in my first playthrough. I'll try the Natsuki route this time. More about writing poems, but of course something doesn't feel right. Sayori's just completely and utterly out of the picture, except for where she just randomly appears in the background. Like on one of the posters. Well, considering how many times this room is loaded, it's bound to happen at least once in a playthrough, you just might not notice it. Which doesn't really make all that much sense, because I thought she was deleted from the game's existence, like, permanently. Yet, there's still that picture of her in the background that might appear. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. And he sort of forgets the Sayori's even in the picture. You're just gonna see all the poems. Oh yeah, I saw this one already. That seems less like a poem and more like a... Why are her eyes are bleeding, and so are her hands. And that's the red hair bow, just so you know that who it is. It's Sayori. Except it's a stick figure that a 5-year-old psychopath drew in MS Paint. Okay, let's just get Natsuki. Because, well... Let's just see what happens when we talk to Natsuki in Act 2, because I talked to Yuri in Act 2, and well... I think some of you already remember how it went. And now that poster is normal again. Just looks like an ordinary poster you'd hang in a classroom, unlike the CG Sayori hanging herself. Why the fuck would that be in a classroom anyway? Like, how would like people not notice? If I saw something like that in an actual classroom, in an actual school, I would just sheepishly question, like, what that's doing there, and then just walk out as soon as possible. Just leave the room and, like, never come back. Oh, Natsuki, you're glitching out. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I don't want you to feel left, so I picked out a book, which I already talked about in the first act, and then the second one, but I already did that in the first playthrough. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica. Yes, I have, but I'm trying to take a different route. I'm trying to talk to Natsuki more than Yuri because in the first playthrough, pretty much almost every word I chose in the poem minigames appealed to Yuri, so... Fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books. A stick of books? What am I saying? There it is. He turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I got a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? Don't judge a book. Okay, the text is breaking now. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Same scene almost, except there's some abnormalities here and there, like the black text. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy, you know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I would really know. What do you mean? Do you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. You can't even bring it up without them being like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. It takes a lot of effort to find friends who are into it. But it's probably hard for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Oh my god. Yeah, the first time around she said he might just disapprove of it. At least it's safe here in the club room. Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. It's not like that solves any of my problems, maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? I flip the page. What's happening now? Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. She's sleeping. So cute. Ah! Oh, way to ruin it, Dan. I can't even read this. What if I look in the history? Oh, Jesus, right. Whoa! All our text is just garbled, random, meaningless strings of text now. Right. Yeah, that was freaky. Natsuki, are you okay? I hope so. She's fine. People's eyes don't just black out like that, so I doubt it. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I'll start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? No, not really. It's not that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Yes. It's okay. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Same poem. Ghost Under the Light. It's a real toss-up between all of them, in all honesty. First playthrough, I was getting really close to Yuri. This one, I was getting close to Natsuki. I really like Sayori, and also kind of feel bad for Monica once, like, I kind of also felt bad for Monica once I was done playing the game. It's not like she's necessarily straight up evil, she just went mad from the revelation that not only that she was just trapped in a video game, trapped in a simulation, that like no matter what the player does, it will always root them in such a way that they'll never get to spend time with her. Toad. Luigi is a close second. Then Mario. Natsuki. Let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I want to read your poems? See if I get anything new from her. Eagles can fly, but people can try, but that's about it. Lol. Peach coming in dead last. What? Something about Natsuki's dad. What did I miss? Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Holy shit, like earlier. Her dad looks much worse in Act 2 than in Act 1. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Okay, Act 1, maybe he's just a little strict. Act 2, he's abusive. It's not necessarily her fault that he's that way. Poor Natsu. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Alright, the music just changed, bitch. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. They just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Level Engine did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Level Engine liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Level Engine appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically were sized bigger as soon as Level Engine started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. Not only are they more angry at each other than they were in Act 1, even the music just starts playing much faster and the pitch changes. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Level Engine hear everything you really think. I'm sure it'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing here. That's not true. She started it. How did I get messed up? It's not like a... Who'd I agree with it? Natsuki. 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 Oh, Yuri, fine. I changed. Yuri! Hi. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Yeah, the fight gets a little more out of hand in the second act, and Monica just intervenes in this one. Please don't hate me. I don't hate you, Yuri. I still like you. Whoa. I just blazed right past that. I think I picked more words that appeal to Natsuki still. The usual scene, yeah, like that's the usual scene. I can't even see what Yuri's expression is. Yuri pulls me towards the closet even though I picked more words that appeal to Natsuki, Yuri pulls me towards the closet. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this, not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry about it too much. Even though I've only been here for a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Have you guys seen Monica? No I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just want to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on, so... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? It's as if this argument never even happened. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Oh, there's Monica. Hi. Love lunch. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. What's the story about anyway? Already talked to her about Portrait of Markov. What the hell was that noise? I was just, what? You really apologize a lot, do you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? Apologizing for apologizing too much. Poor girl. And then here we are reading that book together. I think regardless of what words you choose in the second poem, you're gonna end up reading with Yuri. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? I have to show my poem to Yuri last. I'm just gonna skip past this part because I've seen it. Oh, yeah, I've seen that already. Please help me. It's not terrible. Okay, I didn't see this one before. God help us all. It's not even a poem, it's an encoded message. It's the best. Revelation. Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, level. No, of course I don't hate you. Whoa. No, not at all. The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I... Oh god, her eyes are bleeding. Play with me. Okay. Oh god. I just like holding it. The poem turned out good. Wheel. I already saw this one too. Okay, I didn't read this special poem. A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall. Anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was buried, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Okay, whoa, what's wrong? Something is... My cursor's glitching out. Is that Sayori or Monica that cursor's supposed to be? Yeah, we're done reading the poems. About the festival. Who cares about that obnoxious little brat? I mean, like, how nice and quiet the club is right now. and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. That's messed up. What about you, Level Engine? What do you want to get out of this club? Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here, you know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. They're just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you can understand, so that's why. Wait, not yet. No! Stop it! And then it just fades to black. Whoa! That wasn't either Natsuki nor Yuri that hopped up. Like, that was. I think that was Monica? Maybe? Whoa! Yeah, there they are again. I probably didn't even notice that in the first playthrough. Hey there, Ben and Jr. Reminds me of the ice cream company, Ben and Jerry's. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Ugh, is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You said it like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something? My god. I feel so bad for Natsuki now. I didn't even, like, come across, like, half this text about her not having any money to buy food or, like... In fact, like, not even getting that much food in general. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Ha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make some time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Okay, I'm talking with Yuri again anyway. No matter what words I choose, I always seem to end up with Yuri in Act 2, except for, like, maybe the first poem. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm just bored waiting here, so I have to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha! 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 What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? I quickly see the lacerations on her wrist, and then the game just rewinds. As if none of that happened, but clearly it did. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? No problem, really. Yeah, I already went through this scene in, like, the first playthrough, so I'm just skipping over most of it. Yeah, I'm skipping you over even this. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Level engine. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Level engine. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Yeah, I'd have to admit that is pretty creepy. Even though I've already seen this before, still. It's like they just took a pair of human eyes, had them move a bit, and then put those in place of Yuri's, well, eyes that she has in, like, the game. They just removed those, deleted those, and put some human eyes and, like, just had those start moving. It's pretty freaky. Monica. I don't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. I already know this. She seems excitable when she's around you, which should be a problem in itself, but when she gets too excited, she starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. She even brings a different one to school every day like she has a collection or something. It's definitely not just because she's depressed or anything. She gets some sort of kind of high from it. And you've been enabling her, but it's not really your fault. Spend a little more time with me. Here goes. Whoa, wait, what? Jeez, that really startled me. Okay, I don't recall this happening in my first playthrough. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. You think? This one's alright. Oh, it's the same message that Natsuki is really worried about Yuri and her sake. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's normally not like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care, I just feel so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'd make you cupcakes if I have to. Just try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why. She's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. And then this shit happens. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Level Engine? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. Just Monica. Oh, I still have those open. Okay, there's some more new ones. That's something. I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want for you is to hate them. Why is that so hard? I think I know who that is speaking. What's in log? Okay, it's just one of these. It looks like some ordinary log file. Nothing creepy. Ooh, the copyright file. Okay, what's Can You Hear Me? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality, it's a writhing, twisted mess of dread. loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find. Into their willpower, starving them all of motivation and desire. Into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food. Or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Are they talking about Yuri here? Such a deplorable tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. I'm definitely going to want to keep this open because there's a lot of interesting stuff just popping in here. Level engine, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Sure. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll even give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, you're really gonna want to keep it. Hurry, read it! It's this eldritch abomination on a piece of paper with blood and a stain here. I'm guessing she cut herself before she wrote this poem. That explains all the blood on it. Oh, that was my window capture that was still on. Oh god, that's creepy. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem was about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. I think that explains the yellow stain. I didn't even look into it like in that much detail. You know, I want to know what's more sad? That Yuri is actually somewhat aware that she has no control over her thoughts or actions or what she's saying. I think I'm going to vomit. Like, she knows that something is wrong, but still. Okay, I might stare at the dot now. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. Do I put my cursor over it or just stare at it? I love you. Oh, it's not a jump scare. Festival preparations. I don't really need good luck. Because, well, yeah, I already know the walkthrough for this game. And yeah, I'd like to show you this again. Maybe you can get a better idea this time, because I'm going to try and move the mouse cursor myself. Because, yeah, on this screen, the mouse cursor moves itself towards Monica no matter what you do. Just trying to get like this as best I can. Yeah, this is a real pain in the ass to do. Can't get this on screen. Yeah, I'm not moving the mouse. If I want to try and pick someone else instead, I could just... Ugh. If you try and pick someone else, then this happens. Monica, 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 Monica. The funny thing is, she looks so excited that I picked her, even though she actually rigged the choice. Even though she's obviously rigged it so you can only pick her. Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. Yeah, the language is a lot more colorful on the second playthrough than the first one. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking level engine for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling level engine away from me every single time you're not included in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yeah, you're scaring me a lot more than not to... Yeah. You're scaring me a little. You're scaring me a lot. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want to do is spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. A level engine. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Alright. Good luck on your live stream, Yoshi Gaming. Finally. Finally! This is really all I wanted. Level engine, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But it feels so good. And why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Because it does. So I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. Please let me know how much I love you, yada yada. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Is that someone laughing in the back? That sounds like some evil laugh in the background. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? I said yes last time. If I say no... It's not that I don't love you, it's just that I said yes in the last playthrough. Regardless of whether or not you choose yes or no, she just... Yeah, she stabs herself. I think she's angry if you say a no, and then she just gets overexcited if you say yes. And I didn't even think about the filters the first time around when I was playing through this. If you hit skip, you're still going to be sitting here for a long time, but I didn't even think about what the filters were for. It's sunset. It's nighttime. Morning. It's been one day so far. Blood is starting to turn black. Sunset again. I didn't even think about the filters. Nighttime. I'm just clicking through this is going to take a while. And now her eyes have lost color. Sunset again and nighttime again. He's been here for like 3 days just watching her decay. I didn't even think about it until now. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I didn't get here before you. I was here the whole weekend. Natsuki throws up and runs away. I'm here. Level engine. Did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. And then just a nervous laugh. You see someone's body's been there for like 3 days and all you say is, oh. Apparently, yes. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. The script broke and my guy was actually stuck there. He was unaware they actually had the ability to leave the classroom, so he just sat there for like a whole weekend watching Yuri's corpse decay. Not just boring, disturbing. I'm gonna get the files open again. And now it's quite literally just Monica in the characters folder. What if I open up in YYCHR though? What does it look like? I'm curious. It's probably not meant to be opened up in YYCHR. Yeah. You can't get anything meaningful out of this. Okay, those files are gone. There were a few extra files and now they're gone. Natsuki got deleted, so she just takes like one more cupcake from her tray, cause like, yeah, yeah, Natsuki got deleted, so there's not gonna be any more cupcakes. Well, we get to talk one-on-one with Monica again. Yeah, if you didn't notice, the background's just outer, looks like outer space because there's quite literally nothing left in this game except for herself and this one classroom with one desk and two chairs. Everything else was deleted. I think this is why she went mad. She had to quite literally get rid of everything else in the game except for herself and this one classroom just so she could spend a little time with me. I already know that I have to delete her to advance through the game because, well, I've already beaten this, so if I delete her like as early as possible, then like we just skip through a bunch of this. The game will start again without her, I know. There's not that much more to spoil right now. What if I just bring her back right now? I want to see what happens. If anything happens. I brought you back, I just wanted to see what would happen. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things to them. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that I wanted you to be a part of. I've ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because it destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... Yeah, after this, you can't really hate Monica. That was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find myself to do it, like, for real. I knew they weren't real, but they were still my friends. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... Whoa. So yeah, the game just restarts. It seems like it's a normal game, but except Monica's now not in the picture. It seems like it's going to be another normal playthrough. Everything seems perfectly normal until the music stops playing. Sayori just admits that she knows pretty much everything, and it's not just because, well, Monika's gone. It's because she's now the club president because Monika was the club president and Sayori was vice president in the original timeline. So in this one, Sayori becomes the new president, and turns out Monika wasn't actually really evil in a sense. She gained all this knowledge from being the club president, and that drove her mad, and the same thing happens to Sayori in this timeline. And she already knows what Monika had to do to just make it so that it was just her and me. So she just deletes the other characters right away or something, or just... So when you're the club president, you become the all-knowing, and then you just go mad from all the knowledge you acquired. You learn that you're the only one that's actually real, and you're trapped in a simulation, and not just that. You also learn that the plot is designed in such a way that the main character will never get to spend any time with you, and the only way to actually achieve that is just wipe out everything else in the game. And the vice president, let's just say you don't want to be the vice president. And the vice president is the person who usually dies. And then Monika just comes back and realizes that this shit is just going to keep on happening no matter who gets deleted. Like, she deleted herself and then just realized that this is just going to happen no matter what. Someone else is going to become the president, and they're going to become the one that goes mad and then just start making everything go haywire so they can just spend time with you. I went from 2 watching to 7, wow. That's something. And yeah, it is Monika talking. She brought something up about the piano, even though I was talking over her. Just explaining what happens when someone gets deleted from the timeline. Someone else becomes president, and the problems just don't go away. That someone else becomes the new big bad, in a sense. Yes, that's her singing right now. Speaking of who becomes president and whatnot, I think I'm gonna do one more thing after this playthrough's done. Just one more. Oh, and if you look in the credits, the CGs that are in color, those are the ones you actually saw during your playthrough through the game. Okay, so apparently I didn't see this one? I thought I did. Okay, maybe I talked with Sarah instead. Okay, I saw this one. I'll go into more detail once the credits are done. Saw that one too, kinda, because the game forced me to. No matter what you do in Act 2 for like the second and third poems, you're gonna be forced to hang out with Yuri. Oh, I still love that one. Oh, and you deleted it! Okay, that was in color in my last playthrough, because I actually spent the Sunday helping out Yuri. That might be my favorite one, the Sayori one. Or maybe it's that one, but I like it better if it was in color. And there's the main character, or like more like the back of his head. And the main character doesn't even speak at all when we're stuck in the room with Monika. Yeah, Sayori was the vice president in the original timeline in the first act. Yeah, now I have to restart the game, or reinstall it. Now I have to reset it. It just closes. In fact, the only thing you really have to do to just restart the game is delete the game/first run file. Then it should restart. And then it gives me an opportunity to delete my existing save data and just restart the game from the very beginning, so I will do that. Also, let me get the window capture open. Oh, wait, it stopped working. Shit. Give me some time to set this up. We might have some problems here. I don't know. Oh, there we go. It's back on. Okay, this probably isn't going to take too long. So first things first, I'm going to get the window open. And if you do this, then everyone's restored. Monica, Natsuki, Sayori, Yuri. Yeah, Monica's club president, Sayori's vice president. So here's what happens if you delete Monica from the get-go and just start a new game. Just to humor Lucas if he's still here. I'm back to 2 watching? Really? Just to humor Lucas, I'll go in a stage motor. We deleted Monica from the get-go, so that makes Sayori the club president. And yeah, this is the one who had like all these conflicting feelings and depression. What? This? What is this? Oh no. No, this can't be it. This can't be all there is. What is this? Please make it stop. And the game just stopped working. Okay. I'm gonna try and get it open again, because I don't think it's supposed to crash like that. Sayori goes mad from the revelation and hangs herself as soon as you start the game. This literally happens upon starting the game. Fuck's sake. Okay, okay, it crashes and then she hangs herself. Yeah, just so you know. Poor girl can't ever get a break, it seems. You make her the president, immediately get rid of Monica. It seems like everything's gonna go well, but of course it doesn't. She just kills herself right at the start of the game. There is a message that appears if you sit there for 10 minutes. I might find something else to do in the meantime, I don't know. Put something a little more cheerful on the screen. No, I'm not making this up. We'll just play some Granddad. The Flintstones were living peacefully with Gazoo. We'll just play some 7 Granddad. This game pissed me off. it just handles so horribly. I'm used to having good controls in games like Super Mario World and I'd say Castlevania, but yeah, in the NES games, you're just restricted. Okay, here at least you can control where you jump and land. In the early Castlevania games, you were just stuck jumping like either left, right, or straight up. But what's annoying here is just trying to actually climb up these ledges here. That plus hitting enemies, especially ones that could actually shoot you from a distance, because you have this club and you have to get right up next to them, which just increases the chances of them hitting you, so... I don't know if the game that this was based off of was better than this. In fact, I could have never even imagined there would be a game called Seven Granddad. With Mario's head just poorly photoshopped onto Fred Flintstone's body. I didn't want to play this, but I literally have nothing else to do for the 10 minutes, so we'll just leave Sayori hanging while we play Granddad. What would be worse, though? I can't even get on the ledge without just risking falling into the water, because that's instant death. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to play this game if I could have just, like, avoided it. And all that effort trying to get up onto the ledge is wasted. This is really pissing me off. I think I'd be better off looking at the hanging corpse. At least these enemies are easier to deal with, because they don't just shoot at you from, like, a far distance. I don't know what this was supposed to be besides a really big bird here. That doesn't even look like it makes sense at all. What kind of bird has a body shaped like that? Just a bunch of rectangular shapes and... Okay, what are these logs doing? I don't even think I'll be able to clear that. I don't even know. Not like I'm expecting to know how to play Seven Granddad. Like, when the first thing that happens when you boot up a bootleg Mario game is that the Flintstones music starts playing and he's called Granddad, you kind of just lose all hope in what the game's gonna be. You kind of just lose hope for the rest of the game. Hey, Fred. Or Mario. You must be tired now. Go get him, Fred. I mean Mario. Mario running around the loincloth with a club. Alright, there, now you know what Seven Granddad is. I'm never gonna want to play it again. I'm not sure what it says either. It's a real toss-up as to whether or not I want to look at the hanging corpse or play Seven Granddad. Or just play something better, right? I mean, we only have to wait like another 4 minutes, but still, it's gonna feel like a lot longer than 4 minutes. I won't get very far. Probably won't even get past the second stage. In fact, I think it's gonna be like more like 3 minutes now. Yeah, my nose is itchy. Sorry about that. Wait a minute. The character's folder is just completely empty now. So you already killed off everybody? Including herself. Holy shit. Trace back. No, it's the same file from before. When Sayori hung herself at the end of, like, the first playthrough. But holy shit, this folder's empty. Got rid of everybody. Well, I'm looking through the folder here. Seeing if there's anything else out of place. I prefer that over playing some more Granddad. Oh yeah, what the fuck is right? Joel's reaction summed up Granddad perfectly. Everyone's gone. Except for me. I'll just leave this on screen. Whatever. It says 0 people are watching, yet you're still commenting, so I don't get it. Your views plummeted after you launched Granddad. Okay, I'm never doing that again. I still think you'd be better off with Granddad than Action 52. I don't know why, it's just... Then again, either way, I'm gonna be miserable. Now, everyone can be happy. This doesn't look like a happy ending to me. Look, this... Ugh, yeah. Doesn't look it to me. I'm gonna go look at something better than this. Yeah, I'm out. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, because I don't think I'm gonna be doing a third live stream of this unless Physicist asks me again. So yeah, I'm out. Let's go look at something better now.